Alright, channel review for CandyDemonStackerGames. So, let's start off this review. Let's go to the area that I think is the most interesting and to show to you how this ought to look. So right here on the side of the channel, you see this section where you kind of showcase other channels. Like I said, most people don't do this, and if they do, they don't have very many listed here. This looks really good. It says who they are, and it has quite a few listed. This makes it look full, looks good. Good job on this. Congratulations. Guys, look at this. I really like how this is filled out. Definitely do that. It's worth it. Okay, so let's come look over here. The name, I like it. You could consider changing, putting spaces in here, but that's not necessarily to make it better. It just might be easier for some people to read. Don't do it if you don't want to. That's just a thought. Come look at the icon. What I would do if I were changing the icon, first of all, it's not very complicated, which I like, so good job on that. But I might either make the balloon bigger or change the color, because unfortunately these colors on the balloon, when they're this small, as you can see, they're hard to see around the screen and it disappears. And that makes it hard, the icon hard to see and understand. So that might be something worth considering changing. The banner, not too complicated, not too noisy, doesn't get distracting. That's pretty good. In this case, it might feel like it's going too far the other way where there's not enough going on. What would I change? You know, the balloon doesn't look good. Again, I might change that green, and the green just doesn't go with the blue as well. Otherwise, I might maybe put your name here. Maybe you transition the balloon over here and put your name here, or something like that. The banner might just look nice if there's a little bit more going on. In fact, what I would do, if I were using this to make my banner, and I were going to keep the balloon, which is still good, I would find a template background right here that has just different simple designs in it. And if you're interested in what I'm talking about, I could, if you could ask me, and I could put in a description and a link in the description below that links to some of my own templates that I made that you can use for free. And you can put that balloon over it and just might make it look nice and more professional. So we're looking at the lists here on the front of your page. This is good. You have a couple that makes it look much better. Maybe create a few more, put a few more playlists in. I like how you start off with this. This looks good. I like that. Let's take a look at some of the thumbnails. I like that thumbnail. I like these thumbnails. You know, I know these probably are just screenshots, but if the screenshot is at the right spot where it looks good, you can keep them. So these aren't too bad. The other ones, like this one and this one, you see, when you first look at the thumbnail, you can't actually tell what the video is about. The thumbnail needs to be accurate to describe what's going on. So when people, an example of a good thumbnail is one where if you just look right at the video or the picture, you know what the video is about. You don't have to read the description. So let's look at the playlists. Good. This is a good example of playlists. You did a very good job here. Good descriptions, good quantity. About, hey, filled out description. Most people don't. That's really good. This is not to suggest what to change better. I'm just lazy. Just make sure that near the beginning of your description you put in the keywords of what your channel's about. I kind of feel like you already did that, so good job on that. But maybe it's good to review it just to make sure. But otherwise, I think that's a pretty good description, actually. So good job on that. Good job on that. I think that's about all I have to kind of say about this channel. If I were to recap on kind of the few things I think are most important, the most important thing are their thumbnails. Those are going to definitely need work. Otherwise, you know, I'll put work into the icon and the banner. But I guess I'll recap too the few things I liked. You know, the section right here in your description and your playlist. I think you especially did a good job. Well, that's all I have to say for this review. So everyone watching, come by and be sure to check out some of these videos and subscribe to the channel. Okay, bye.